Hey guys, it's Ismail from Xanco Jewelers back with another watch review. Today we're going to be looking at the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Extra Thin 16202 ST. Without further ado, let's get started. This reference 16202 came out in 2022 after its last reference 15202, but it's nearly the same as the old reference with a few minor changes and a new movement. For those that don't know, this reference 16202 is most like the original design that Gerald Genta made in 1972, as it features quite a slim profile, which is what he had originally envisioned for the Royal Oak. Obviously today you get the Royal Oaks at 41mm, which is a lot larger than they would have been made back in the 70s, as this one features a 39mm case size. On top of the 39mm case size, it has an 8.1mm case thickness, which means it's ultra thin and it can fit under almost any shirt cuff. As I mentioned before, this watch came out in 2022 with an updated movement, which is the caliber 7121, made in-house by Audemars Piguet. This features a 55-hour power reserve with just the hour and minute hands, but it doesn't have second hands, and a small date window on the right side of the dial. Now, in my personal preference, I think the 16202 is much better than the 15500, 15510, and 15400 ST, purely because of the fact that it has 39mm case size, which is just more favorable for people with an average size wrist. I think the 41mm sometimes is a bit too large, as it has a span of about 55mm across, whereas this 39mm Royal Oak only spans about 50mm, so it's just much more wearable. I think aesthetically as well, the tapered bracelet is more aggressive than the 15500 and 15510. It comes in a lot thinner, which has a nice wrist feel, and the bracelet is obviously very iconic, which looks amazing when it catches the light. The case shape is also iconic, as it's been modelled after the diver's helmet. The 16202 has a slightly darker hue of blue and features the exemplary Grand Tapisserie dial by Audemars Piguet. The dark blue contrasts quite nicely against the stainless steel. I think it's one of the more favourable dial colours on the market, and that's reflected in the price. The bracelet also features the double folding clasp, which means you can just press the button here and it opens up quite nicely, making it easy to put on and off. It also has a sequential folding, which means you just put one side on first and then the other side on after. In terms of market price, this watch has dropped a lot in value. It used to demand over £100,000, but it's come down to around £60,000 on the secondary market. That's obviously depending on year and condition, but for a 2024-2023 example, you're looking around £60,000. The reason for the price decrease is due to a couple of factors. One being the CEO, or the previous CEO of Audemars Piguet, François-Henri Benamia. As he increased the supply of Royal Oaks into the market, the demand for these watches went down. The other factor would be that the general market has just gone down, with Audemars Piguet seeing around 30 to 40% decrease in price across the board, no matter the model. Therefore, this watch demands a lot less than it would be prior to the market crash. Saying that though, this Royal Oak is still one of the rarer pieces to get from the Audemars Piguet salon, and it retails around £31,000. So if you are lucky enough to pick it up from the boutique, there is still a lot of upside in this watch. There are obviously alternatives to the 16202 if 60,000 is just a bit too high. You can opt for the 15202 reference, which will only set you back around 5 to 10 grand, depending on the year and condition. If you enjoyed this short watch review, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and let us know in the comments which Audemars Piguet Royal Oak you would have over this one.